You guys are throwing me off. Need to talk about love lost. What could have
Love
been.
Dude, I
lost.
don't want like I
What?
haven't
What's
I
wrong?
haven't drank in like 2 weeks. I don't want to like get depressed over like, oh man, that
What?
time I knew a girl liked me in retrospect and I didn't do jack shit. Like, come on, bro. That is the most unvibe thing ever.
That is a black pill. But we're talking cousins. We're talking hot cousins.
Whatever.
Oh, love
My
lost.
cousin can go fuck herself. Like, I don't give a shit. She probably already is.
Funny
Yeah,
enough,
that's a bigger black pill than just an ordinary girl. When you lose your cousin, it's a different.
Oh, and dude, I no regrets, no regrets, bitch. She dug her own grave and she can lay in it.
Look, Tammy from high school, blonde hair, big tits, doesn't compare to your cousin Susie. You
My
know, who,
cousin's name is not Susie. Thank you,
sounds like a
dude.
Tammy.
Like she
Sounds
may
like
have
you got a
turned into
Tammy.
white trash, but like no one else in the family is, except maybe my uncle, but not related to her.
I think most uncles anywhere somehow become white trash. Some weird
I don't
curse.
know, man. Apparently, like he's like trying to breed dogs for a living, but also he like was selling crack. So like maybe he's only doing one of those. Try and guess which one. And I don't fucking know.
he's a
No,
businessman.
those sound like two things. Like, I can imagine you wouldn't have one without the other.
Look, I'm just saying
Is it pit
when
bulls?
like
You got pit
I do
bulls?
I don't fucking know. I haven't even like seen a picture of this guy in like 20 years. Not 20 years. I'm not that old. But
You're missing out.
like I'm just saying, like if I'm selling crack and then the IRS like asks how I'm making money and I've got a lot of pit bulls and some guns, I say, yeah, I'm running a puppy mill.
Shoot me.
Idea. King shit. King shit.
Speaking
Yeah.
of which, shooting. Did you guys see my brand new video?
Think
I know
so.
I know Patterns did. I'll send it to you later, Shanks. It's
All
it's me shooting a graphics card.
right. with
One
the
I could have used, maybe,
the
but
gun with the gun you
No,
bought
that
recently.
graphics card is a piece of shit. That thing broke 90% of the time you like tried to play a game. It was literally the worst graphics card ever. I had offered it to people being like, "Hey, it's a fucked up graphics card. Do you want it?" And they're like, "No, I can keep it." So, it can rot in hell 5700 XT thick 3.
There's a million like urban legend stories, but I heard one that was like this guy had X amount of Bitcoin stored on a hard drive and he took it out and like set it up and it was when Bitcoin was worth nothing still and he just started unloading a clip on it. And just
I'm sorry, Shanks. I believe you mean magazine.
yeah, magazine, whatever. Unloaded a magazine on it. But I don't know. I guess you hear a million stories like that. I don't know, like if
Yeah,
it's
I
true
mean,
or not.
there's the one. There's some story about like a guy who threw away a hard drive with Bitcoin on it, and so he's like, going through the dump, hoping it's still intact or whatever.
there's the famous one about the pizza.
Maybe the pizza, yeah, I remember that
Yeah,
one.
but that's different because, like, I don't know. To me, it feels like the other two are some way recoverable. Like, in theory, you could recover the wallet that you like shot. In theory, you could find the hard drive and recover it in the dump. Like, you just lost that Bitcoin, and if you bought the Bitcoin, I guarantee you got more. Like, or if you bought a pizza with Bitcoin. Like
Yeah,
that guy was
probably.
trying to make a point.
He still probably had a lot of Bitcoin left.
Exactly. And like that was back when you could actually mine it, like with a normal computer. You don't need like an ASIC or whatever.
But sorry, I'm straight. I don't know nothing about crypto.
Oh,
No, I really fucking tried, and with I don't know if that was like a more recent dip, but this latest like
the one
fucking
that's still going on, you mean?
Yeah, we're in the midst
yeah
of a dip right now.
yeah that's when I gave up and just said it's not worth it right now at least.
I got some servers I
mean,
could invite you to if you want, but you
I
know.
could be a fucking cool guy and just like buy low and wait for it to get high, but
Well, if you want to make money now, it's all about shit coins. Like you're not going to make money in my opinion on like Ethereum or Bitcoin because they're all kind of holding steady, I think, right now, or maybe going up a little bit. But
I need to find the next meme coin. I need fucking $.com.
exactly, yeah. Oh, like I said, if you're curious, I've got some servers I could invite you to.
I remember when Cum Rocket wasn't shit.
Is that real?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cum Rocket.
that's a real one. There's also like Poopy Diaper and Yayo, and you know, there's a lot.
Yayo is a fucking meme.
They're all memes.
No, but once I saw
No,
Birdie
Yayo wants
shilling
to
it,
be the next FTM Phantom or whatever.
F to what?
Phantom, FANTOM, I think is how they spell it.
Oh, I thought you said F to M.
Well,
Phantom.
that's the $sign FTM is the abbreviation. It's the one Snail always shields.
A snail. F to M.
Buddy was big. Buddy was a big Phantom guy too.
Take that as a yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
I wanted to talk about. Okay, so you shooting your fucking
Graphics card.
yeah.
I also bought a rifle like the day before, but yeah.
I got nosy. I was like, "What's this channel he posted it on?" I looked at your oldest video. It's 3 dudes singing.
What is?
And
Oh, yeah, dude. No, that's you should know who that is. That's it's literally in the title, you dumb retard.
I don't. For a second, I was like,
that's
"Is
Get
this-"
Right, bro.
Thought this was
That's
your.
that's arguably the goat of CS:GO, and he did a drunk stream with like, I think those are two Hearthstone players, pros, let's say, and they're singing Linkin Park and YMCA. It's literally in the title.
No, for some reason I thought it was like your weird startup boy band. I got very
No,
worried.
bro. I don't look like let me see how old he is.
Those are some young bucks.
Get Right is 31.
And the video's like 6 years old.
6 years, yeah, 6 years old. Yeah, so that makes so much sense to me because someone else asked if I was the person in that video, and I didn't know. I thought they were talking because I have like a bunch of hidden videos, privated, whatever you want to call them,
Unlisted. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can see them, but you need a link.
yeah, because I use this for a lot of stuff. Like I think I put all my old college videos when I was like doing a journalism major on there. So I'm in some of those, but I someone's like, are you the person in that video? I was like, what video are you talking about? Because I just did not even remember that.
Yeah, are you the black one, the Asian one, or the white one in the middle?
I think all three of those are Swedish. Like not even like Swedish immigrant, like ethnically Swedish.
It's weird.
Yeah, they just look weird because they fucking play video games all day. And he looks black because he's in the shadow and it's a bad webcam from 6 years ago. What do you want? Like you can fucking see my arm in like 5 other videos, dude. Take a chill pill.
Yeah, I saw your hand pouring wine sensually.
Lighting something on fire, throwing stuff in a toilet, throwing other stuff in a toilet.
Did you fish that out when you're done?
What, the quarter? No, dude. I called it like I'm not going in my toilet for a quarter. Fuck that.
Shanks.
Speaking of toilets, yesterday like, all right, so you guys ever go in like a porta potty, porta john, whatever you call them, and you just see like a massive shit, like a nasty, wet, fat, nasty shit, and you're just kind of wondering like
Wait.
how did
How does like a porta potty work for you? Because How I'm used to it is like you look down, like if you were to look down the toilet hole, you would just see like a mass of like shit and toilet paper and blue liquid and other stuff
Yeah,
in
that's
the
it.
thing. So how would
Yeah.
you be able to pick out a singular shit?
Well, because sometimes one just kind of stands out. It's kind of the king of the shits. It just stands out on top of all the other shits and whatever else
Bro,
is
you
in there.
spend too much time looking down porta potties.
I've had a lot of experience in porta potties, but anyways, like
Shanks be like, look, bro, sometimes you just need to like get a vibe of how big your shits are versus other people's.
anyways, there's kind of that stereotypical like porta potty shit, that one big shit, you know. And
I'm just gonna
yesterday,
say no, I don't know, but okay.
yeah, you should. And yesterday, I took one of those shits. Like I looked down, I was like, wow, that's a porta potty quality shit. You know, it was massive. It was just a big pile, like nasty fat pile of shit.
I'm just
And
gonna say this reminds me of a really old story where
Jeez.
some dude took a shit and then he like posted a picture on some forum being like, look, dudes, took this fat shit so big, hole it because it had gone straight into the like little toilet hole at the bottom, right? And he was like, hole in one. And someone's like, so you stood up and took the picture without like any toilet paper, so you didn't wipe. he fucking photoshopped some toilet paper on. It was like, no, bro, I just photoshopped it away. It's like, you fucking lying piece of shit.
what's the EDP, the story of with the miner who he was texting?
Oh, where he like went and met up? I don't. Wait, did he send? He might have sent her a picture of his, air quotes, her a picture of his shit.
It's like,
I honestly don't remember. That was so long ago. By that I mean like
I think you're the
what,
one
4 months?
that told me about it. I'm pretty sure. You
Dude,
like,
like it's not something I commit to memory. It's funny in the moment. Like, oh man, I can't fucking describe EDP's dick even though I've seen it. Like, it's not something I'm gonna like internalize. Be like, yes, that's important. Like,
no, it was nothing like that. It was he was like talking to the girl, and we were trying to figure out if it was legitimate or if he was just like it was a me. Like at the time, we didn't really
oh
know for sure.
sorry, I know what you're talking about. He's like just took a fat shit.
Jeez.
Yeah, whenever I'm flirting with a girl, I'm just like, hey girl, guess who just took a fat
And
shit?
he attached a picture with it, like of the shit. Like he,
Dude, I don't. YouTube's got to do something in your brain. I
No,
don't know
that
how you think that's a good idea.
that is an EDP move. That's pretty sick. That's baller.
I like when I heard about that, I mixed him up with Mr. Shy City 3. That guy's cool. I like him.
When you guys started talking about EDP, I was thinking of Dark Side Phil. I was like, oh shit, he got caught with kids too.
Well, no, it's even worse for me because whenever I see EDP, I always think of my local police department because they're EPD. So that's always funny.
Sick docs.
Yeah, dude, my city starts with fucking E. Damn.
yeah, bleep that out.
Yeah, I gotta fucking. I should have screamed a hard R over that.
It's not like I literally posted a fucking picture of my city today on Twitter. Let me see how long ago. An
Did
hour
you?
ago. Yeah. I'm on a mountain overlooking my city with my dog.
Brad.
It's a
Huh?
fairly big city. It's a fairly big city.
Yeah. It's
Like,
moderately
I mean,
large.
I mean, it's enough to where I know what it is. So it's like, it's
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. God damn. I'm scrolling through Twitter now. Paul Town's so fucking small.
Don't get me started on that guy.
Yeah, I know. Well, anyways.
What do you mean you know?
What, you've gone on about him before.
So? You don't gotta fucking shrug me off like that, bitch.
Look, bro, I'm agreeing
Fucked
with
up.
you. You said, don't get me started. And I said, oh, yeah, I know. I'm not going to get you started.
Yeah, when somebody says that, they want you to get them started.
Look, bro, if someone says hold me back, I'll hold you back, and you can showboat all you want. Everyone can think you're tough.
No, I would get mad. I'd say, why the fuck you hold me so tight?
Look, bro, how tall are you? How tall are you?
6 foot, bitch.
Oh, really? I thought you were
Yes.
like 5'7".
No,
I'm
I'm
still
not a short.
taller than you, but not by much.
I'm not a short king.
I thought this was like Battle of the Midgets, like who gonna win, Patterns or Paul Town?
Oh no, I mog. I've been hearing that a lot more though. Just anybody that's under 5'6", just they're not short.
Just transition, bro. Just transition. It's over. It's over.
Like blow my shins out. Oh, you mean
So if you're 5'6".
yeah? Just take a shotgun to my shins, like, and transition to short king.
Oh, dude, if you're taking a shotgun to your shins, you're straight becoming a King of the Hill character.
Yeah, remember Hank's dad just had no shins.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that was the joke because he killed.
That's awesome.
He could just still
Wait,
like.
did you not know that,
he's-
Patterns?
No, I knew that. It wasn't a shotgun. Like a fucking a 50 cal. Just
No,
blew his legs
it
out from under
it
him.
was that Japs machine gun. You know, I don't
Yeah.
fucking know. I haven't seen that show in so
It
long.
didn't really make sense. Like he still could walk and everything. He still had his legs. He was just like a foot shorter than average, though.
Well, no. See, I think they amputated his legs between below his shins and then put his feet on his knees.
Oh god, I miss that shit. That guy. He's one of my more favorite characters. Cotton.
Yeah,
His,
Cotton. Yeah,
and his hot piece of ass wife.
Mike Judge is a comedic genius.
True. I thought they were supposed to bring back King of the Hill.
Oh, I hope not, dude.
Oh, Brittany
Like that
Murphy's
ending,
dead.
that ending is like a very good ending for that show. Like just let it be.
Brittany Murphy's dead, and so is Tom Petty. So like, I don't really know what you could do with it at that point. But
Wait, Tom Petty's dead?
yeah, you didn't know that? He died like
Tom
3 years
Petty.
ago.
Damn, I did not know that. 2017.
Yeah.
The Rona got him before we knew.
Yeah, I think he had, I don't know. It's like I forgot what happened. Stroke or heart attack or something.
I'll be honest, like he's dead. I don't really care.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter at this point. But yeah, I don't think you could bring back King of the Hill at this point.
I mean, like you know what Boomhauer's job is now. Like, what's the point?
I don't remember the ending actually. I have to rewatch King of the Hill.
I forget exactly what happens with Bobby, but he I think he becomes like a competitive like steak tester or something.
Oh, I do
And
remember
then
that.
yeah, and then
he was like a state like a inspector, like he was a meat inspector. He was really good at it or something.
yeah,
right?
he's like really good at eating the steak and being like, oh, this is high grade or some shit. I don't
Yeah.
exactly. And then I think the last scene is like Boomhauer is like going to bed and it like pans over to his wallet and it's he's a Texas Ranger or whatever the state police are, you know.
Makes sense.
Was
We
he
call
that
him
the whole
OSP
time,
here.
or
Yeah, he was the whole time. You never learned his real job.
Oh
So
yeah,
I thought it was a great ending. I think it's like I don't know. Do you ever watch home movies?
a
That's
long time ago. Yeah.
amazing. That is an amazing show.
Yeah.
That was
Do you
that was like Adult Swim's like first breakthrough. Like that was like their first like hit. Was
I
Home
don't know if it
Movie.
was their first, but it was one of the first. You know. But Patterns. Do you remember the end of that?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't remember the full episode.
Wait,
I just remember.
doesn't he just quit? He gives up filming?
Yeah, pretty much. And then the last scene is he tosses his camera out of a car and it like gets run over and breaks. That's like that's just a great ending in my opinion. Like you're not coming back from that. That's just an end. You shouldn't leave well enough alone, right?
Well, I don't want to bum you guys out, but it's not unconfirmed that there's gonna be a King of the Hill reboot.
They should
I heard about it.
reboot it with Asian Hank instead.
Okay, not a
Yeah, his
reboot,
brother.
not a reboot, a
Exactly.
revival.
Oh, that's even worse. Well, I guess
you-
they're both bad. Whatever.
Did you ever see the Comedy Central Futurama ending?
No, I did not watch any Comedy Central Futurama to my knowledge. I watched the movies and the movies
it-
were bad.
Yeah, I don't remember if I watched any of the movies. The Futurama on Comedy Central was surprisingly not as bad as like post 2000 Simpsons, which I was surprised. Like it was
I watched like one episode of that and I knew it was bad and didn't care.
of what, Simpsons or
Yeah,
Futurama?
Simpsons. Like I said, I haven't watched any of that.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, yeah, there's 90s Simpsons and there's like post 2000 Simpsons, and like for Futurama being Matt Groening, or however you say his name, like the same creator,
Yeah.
I figured it would be equally as bad, if not worse, and like surprisingly it was like substantially better. Like the
Well, hasn't he?
I'm not saying it was better than, or OG Futurama is great. It's
You're
not better
saying
than
that it's not declined as much as current Simpsons.
Yeah, it's not as good, but it's definitely not. There's not as steep of a drop off. It's
Yeah.
like it's actually watchable, and like the ending was like kind of depressing, but it was decent.
Look, I like the depressing endings. Like, what's that fucking dog episode of Futurama that everyone likes?
Yeah,
That's
that
a
one's
real
great.
bummer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's one of my favorites because it's depressing, you know.
or
But,
the Seven Leaf Clover like brother episode. Did you ever see that one?
oh, that's a good one too, where they go to his
my
grave
favorite.
on Mars, and
Yeah,
he's
my
like mad
absolute-
the whole time, and he gets there and he's like, oh,
Yeah, that's
that
my
was
absolute
that was a
favorite.
great one too. Yeah, no,
That,
I love those. I love those sad endings. You know, and just fucking how many animes end like sad like that versus how many actually stick the happy ending landing versus being a pile of shit once there's a happy ending, right?
well,
Right.
that's different because if an anime ends like sad, people kill themselves.
I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna kill myself. I watch it for my enjoy. Like, whoa, like, I don't know. I was fucking posting about was it Catcher in the Rye a couple days ago? Like, I don't care that people like shot other people and blamed Catcher in the Rye because they're like crazy ass motherfuckers. Like, it's still a
Doesn't
good
make it
book.
not a good book. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Maybe Ronald Reagan should have died, and you know John Lennon did die. So
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot more shit going on than Catcher in the Rye and the assassination of John Lennon. So
well, didn't like correct me if I'm wrong. I read it like a week ago on Wikipedia and did not try and study it.
Don't
But
worry, you're not talking to historians.
well, didn't the guy like have a copy of Catcher in the Rye? Said this is like my suicide letter or whatever in it. Like sign it, Holden Caulfield. Try to legally change his name to that beforehand, and like a bunch of other stuff too. Like he was.
yeah, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, but like he also like said he heard voices in his head telling
Oh
him.
no! I'm not saying he's not insane. I'm just saying like
that's the root of it all. Like it doesn't really matter what the other context is. It's like that guy's fucking crazy.
Well, it's like I think it was in Texas. There's this like guy who after the fact they found out he had a brain tumor because I think he wrote like he tried to go see psychiatrists. They couldn't find anything wrong with him or something, but he was like feeling like he was going crazy. Then he went up in a I don't want to say bell tower,
dude, yes,
tower, and then he shot a bunch of people. And he had like a suicide note. He was like, "Go through my brain. Something's wrong with it." And he had like a big tumor or some shit.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He was the first mass shooter.
I don't believe that.
Well, successful mass shooter.
Maybe, but okay. I got to go run to the bathroom. Be back in like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Dude, Shanks, this guy, I forgot his name. Cold-blooded.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. He went into that. He said it was like college in Texas, right? And he went up into it was like a guard tower type thing, and he just started like knocking people off, kind of.
Yeah, and
I
he
didn't
hit.
know the whole story. Like I've heard of it. I don't know like so he had a brain tumor or some shit.
Yeah, for like a long time, and it was like progressively getting worse. And so he knew it was like gonna get like awful, but nobody wanted to help him out, and so he kind of just like snapped because he was having like near permanent headaches.
Are you talking
So
about the guy who shot people or whatever?
yeah,
Okay. Oh shit!
and
Did you guys? Oh, finish.
no, well,
Sorry.
I wanted to look up what his nastiest shot was because I know he killed somebody from like 2 miles away.
No, I don't think so.
It was okay, but he did take a fucking dirty shot.
You looking for his like you looking for a video of him like a POV video him jumping out of the bell tower doing a 360 no scope while he's
No
falling like
scope.
Yeah,
No
well,
scope.
and just it rings up like match over.
yeah, I'm trying to see the
Final
fucking.
kill replay.
They have a like a Linkin Park soundtrack in the background going and it's
No,
just-
no, bro. It's not Linkin Park. You know what it is? It's fucking 1, nothing wrong with me. 2, nothing wrong with me. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Drowning
That
Pool.
that is
Yep,
definitely like
yep.
that.
No, that's if you watch that graphics card video, I definitely tried to evoke that with my shitty Comic Sans font.
Oh god,
Wait, did you not watch that? Alex?
I don't
I
think
thought
I
you
played
did.
with sound on.
Oh no, I just mean I didn't have any songs
Oh,
on, but just like the fonts scrolling across the screen and like fucking shitty ass Comic Sans with the worst transitions. Like I just thought that was funny. But
I don't know what platforms I don't know what platforms you're gonna put this on. And you know, if what I'm about to say gets you removed, go ahead and feel free to edit it out. But I think I have my suspicions. Like I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but the fucking Parkland shooting in Florida, I don't know, man. I have my theories
Really,
about it.
that's the one you're gonna pull shenanigans on?
Well, the Las Vegas one, of course, but
Okay,
like
thank you.
the Parkland one is like the whatever his name, fucking Dylan Hogg or whatever. Like
No,
that guy,
that's not him. That's the
he's
guy. Dylan Hogg is the one who survived it, who's like political.
I no, that's what I'm saying. Like he is a crisis actor.
Oh
That guy is through and through a crisis
no,
actor.
he's just a retard. Okay,
No, no, no.
I
Like
was about to say a different word.
the day it happened, the day
oh
it
jeez.
happened, like the day it happened, like I saw all these videos of like him and other scenes. Like he was like in like San Diego at some other tragedy that occurred.
Oh no. He was. I'm not 100% sure. What I've heard, and this could be wrong. I'm just reading posts online. Is he was not even there. Essentially, he's just capitalizing off of this. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is.
That's like
Like
okay. So he
that's a
lived
really shitty thing to do, but like there's no like conspiracy there that he was there when he actually wasn't. Like it's
right,
I
right,
think it's
and
like
that's
well known he
fine.
just wasn't there.
Right, and that's fine. But I also saw stuff like he attended like some San Diego school, and then there was like some leaked footage. Like that day it happened, there was like leaked footage on Facebook. They took it down shortly after. And he's like with a crew of like other kids, and they're in like CNN studios, you know, and talking with the anchors and stuff. And they're like going over these lines, like rehearsing and stuff. It was really weird. I don't know, but I have my theories that he's a crisis actor. I think he's a crisis actor. He's not. He didn't actually. He's not a part of any of that.
Nah,
Uh,
I mean, look,
well,
I'll believe
crisis
it
actors
happened.
are a thing because a couple of people that have quote unquote survived a number of shootings happen to have IMDb's and are spotted at other places of shootings.
Why the fuck does this guy keep throwing that ball
I hear
there? Look.
my echo again.
Oh, let me move the mic. Okay. What was I gonna say?
But that is real. There are a couple people that just happen to be at every shooting.
Well,
Uh,
that was with Dylan Hogg. He was at some tragedy that occurred in San Diego. I don't remember the specific event, but he was there.
Look, I have an official statement to say on this as
You fucking all right.
ATF.gov on
You
Twitter.
fucking white knight, Dylan
That
Hogg.
and my statement is disavow, 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 disavow. Thank you.
There. uh, you're talking about something that might get me pulled.
No, that was it.
No,
was it,
my jury's still out on what happened. What was the kid one? Yeah, shot.
Sandy Hook. Sandy Hook.
Yeah, Sandy Hook.
Yeah, and
Look,
one, I
man,
mean,
I
Alex-
think
Alex-
I think there's
Alex
two
Jones-
arguments. There's two arguments that people have. I think one of them could be valid, and I think one is just bullshit. Like, I'm sorry, those shootings happened. Like, if you're gonna say that the shootings didn't happen, like, no, I disagree with that completely. But if you want to argue that, like, MK Ultra or whatever, or the shooters were in some way, crisis actors themselves, that's a different thing. I could buy that, but 100%, like, people died there. Like, those were mass shootings.
no, the theory.
If Alex Jones like took back what he said about Sandy Hook, then I believe that it actually happened.
Well, he went a little.
I mean, he took it back because he was getting sued. He didn't take it back due to anything else.
But the theory that like I most subscribe to is that it was like an actual shooting with real victims.
Okay.
But there was a handful of people that knew about it, and instead of like doing something to prevent it, they're just like, this would work really well in my favor if I covered this.
What do you think of the idea of the feds sort of paying off the doomers, the loners, and sort of just pushing them?
They don't pay them off, bro. They just encourage them. For instance, I don't know if you guys saw this article. I think it was
Are you talking about micro celebrities?
No. It was either Wall Street Journal, New York Times, or BuzzFeed. I forget, but one of them had a article about the Shanks. You might actually remember this because in your backyard, let's say, that when
the FedEx
people
center down.
No, when a bunch of air quotes terrorists tried to kidnap Governor Whitmer from Michigan, and it turned out it was like multiple informants,
federal informants,
and like they were the ones pushing it. They were the ones trying to get people involved, etc., etc. There's an article about this recently. I can try and find it, but that to me is so much more likely. Is like you've got a someone who's a loner, crazy, whatever, and you've got feds kind of pushing them to go more crazy. Go shoot these people up, whatever. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna exacerbate your condition or whatever. And that to me seems way more likely than anything else for.
That seems like
theories.
that seems like a sort of like damning piece of evidence, though. Like the fact that it's publicly known now that this sort of attempted coup d'etat or whatever you want to call it, kidnapping, is like
it's BuzzFeed News, by the way.
I mean, yeah, fuck BuzzFeed, but I just mean like
their news stuff is actually all right.
Right. It's at least legitimate in the sense that they're
not going to lie to you, and they do stories with like New York Times and Wall Street Journal often. So
right.
I'd say they're a reputable source.
I don't want to. You mean the blank York Times?
I'm not gonna say.
Oh, anyways, did you guys see the incel news recently, like 2 days ago?
No, I fucking hear about incels every day.
No, like there's a guy, like, so I guess there used to be like an R incels on Reddit or something, and they got banned, and they made their own website. And then I guess like a day or two ago, like one of the biggest posters there, I don't know if he was like an admin or a mod or just a poster or whatever, but he got arrested for threatening to go shoot up thousands of women with a machine gun he owned.
Okay, I saw the headline, but yeah, for incel shit,
Yeah,
just
it's
in one ear, out the other. I just saw it.
no,
Was
that's
like,
that's
yep,
that's the way to treat a lot of shit. You know, if this is something I find a big issue with online is people really dwell on things. Like you really like 90% of the news you read does not concern you and will never affect your life. So you should not really internalize it. Like
for sure.
it's
There's
important to remember it, but otherwise you're gonna have an awful time. You're gonna feel awful every day. You're gonna feel scared. You're gonna whatever, and you should just take a chill pill, realize none of it matters, and go about your day. And
ooh,
It really doesn't. I mean, like, if you just get off the internet, go mingle about in everyday life, like, you realize how different sort of the panic fear porn of the internet is compared to just everyday interactions. Like, there's
yeah,
like people are not the same in real life as they are on the
like
internet.
I guarantee 90% of the people I interact with every day are like the opposite political ideology of me, and it's like no, we can still be friends. We can still have good interactions. There's no like. Then you go online, and it's like I'm sorry, your
Yeah,
position on abortion is 3 weeks different than mine. Like sorry, buddy, I'm gonna fucking argue with you, block you, and then call you Hitler.
right, yeah.
there.
Yeah,
There's
it is crazy. Like I get along okay with liberals in real life, but on the internet I just don't really
Yeah,
fucking interact.
everyone's just freaking out because they want a virtue signal. Like it's the same thing for right wing stuff too. But
Yeah, yeah, no
everyone
doubt.
just
Yeah.
wants a virtue signal to their friends that hey, I'm on your side, guys. Like fuck this guy.
Right,
We don't
right,
agree with him.
right.
And there's like purity testing and blah, blah blah. Whatever. No one cares. I just think people need to calm down in general. Be less online, guys. Go outside. Go on a hike. Get a real job. Don't a lot of
I
people
heard
unemployed
something.
online. Just saying.
Right. I heard something that kind of sort of best describes it. It's like it's almost like when you're talking to someone online through typing, it's like you almost don't realize you're talking to an actual person. It's not like you're not talking as if this is something you would actually say in a real life exchange, you know. So it's like people are just kind of
holy shit. You
There's a
fucking you giga brain that. Okay,
there's literally a penny arcade about that going on 20 years ago.
I think even look. Okay, do you guys know the documentary? Yeah, pseudo documentary. Out of the Shadows.
Maybe.
It goes back to the 70s, 80s. And one of the things they talk about is before internet, this guy created like a computer AI that you could talk to it, and like almost like it was an AI therapist.
Yeah,
But
bro. Did it have a really good conversation with that horse that could do math?
no, th- this was the crazy thing about it. It would only ask you, so whatever you put into it, it would almost ask you that question back. And a lot of people realized they got so absorbed in that AI conversation. They knew it wasn't a person,
Okay,
but since
let me put. You're saying that it didn't pass the Turing test at all.
maybe, what is that?
That's the test where it's like, can you tell it's a real person? 'Cause, like that's okay. Have you seen Blade Runner?
No, people like the idea that it wasn't
Okay, I'm just
it
saying
wasn't
like
a
that's the
person judging them,
yeah. Okay.
but uh, it pointed out to the creator that what a lot of people really fucking want out of like a personal interaction, even though it's with a fucking computer, uh, they don't want any resistance or
Well,
judgment.
I wouldn't put it that way. I'd say it's by the way, guys, if you're going on a date, here's a way to like do well. Someone says something, you listen to it, and then you ask them about it. And people love to talk about themselves, and they love to talk about their problems. Like people are astronomically more interested in talking about their problems than hearing about your problems, just in general. So if you want to do well, like on a date or some shit, ask them about what they said. Don't try and talk about yourself or whatever.
Yeah, but what if they're much more boring than you?
I mean, like, I'm sorry. If I'm going on a
I'm
date,
fucking
I
with
would
you.
hope I find them interesting.
Yeah, but what if I'm just so much more interesting than them?
Oh, you're the most interesting man in the world. You're like, oh, I drink Dos Equis. That's all you want to talk about is your Dos Equis.
I think
You
some
know,
chicks are into that.
for sure. But you know, I don't think they're. Look, I'm talking for everyday normal people who are trying to like have a relationship, not get they dick wet for 5 minutes because they're an old man with a beard who sells Dos Equis.
I love that shit. Trying to get my dick wet. I'm trying to score some gash, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, go back to your gruel pool, motherfucker.
Dude, I'm fucking gruel pilled.
So,
I imagine it has to be pretty easy out west to do that.
uh,
depends what your goal is, let's say.
well,
I mean, generally where you guys are, it's more populated, and you're out west, more
My
liberal.
town is not as big as you think it is. I'm just gonna say that. Like,
It's thousands of people more than what I have.
maybe, but I mean, I'm in a college town, so that helps. But you know,
then I'm 20 minutes out of LA, so there is
yeah,
bountiful.
you can look, dude. You've sent me a lot of Snapchats, so
Hey, I that's, I I didn't do that. They did that.
I mean, plenty ripe for the picking where patterns is. So my point is, I mean, like, kind of
look,
what's the
okay, Shanks. Here's the reality. The more people in an area, the easier it is to like meet any one person that you're interested in and is interested in you.
What? What? There's a little flip side to that. If a woman has a lot of like a large pool to pick from, they get a little more picky.
Sure, but you know, lower your standards, bro, and refine what you're looking for.
This nigga's talking about soulmates.
I'm not talking about soulmates. Like,
Hey,
I'm sorry, I'm not looking to fuck random hoes every week or whatever. Like,
sounds like a nigga trying not to get his dick wet.
yeah, maybe. I mean, I haven't really tried in a while, but go for it. Go off, King.
I think it's. I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't think it makes you a bad person if you just like practice.
Look, I'm not saying it makes you a bad person. Like, let's what's the phrase?
Doesn't
I
make you a
forget.
better person. That's for
No,
sure.
it's just a different thing. Like, look, God, I forgot the fucking phrase. Whatever. My point is, you can do what you want. I know what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for, you know,
Looking for Mr. Right.
random. Yeah, you're looking for Mr. Right. Okay, I'll let
No,
Gaddafi know.
hey, no, I'm straight.
Yeah. That's what Gaddafi says too. So,
Hey, I don't approve I don't approve of slander of my friends.
dude, God, he look. I like Gaddafi, but like he's like, oh, I'm straight, and then like today he's like, need a boy to like ride my cock, and then like some dude replies, hey, and he's like, yeah, slide into my DMs. It's like,
Is
dude,
being ironic. What don't you understand about irony?
look, bro. Like
Index.
it's that fucking meme. Like it started as a joke, but now I'm not sure.
Okay, keep it on the DL for this public, soon to be public podcast.
Okay, well, I got something special for you guys. Are you
Uh,
ready?
I was gonna give you the DL. If you want to know what his end game is, he says, just ask him. He won't get
Okay.
mad.
Well,
He won't freak out. Just
look. I
ask
got
him.
something special for you. So, are you ready?
Yes.
There you go. Second can opened.
Oh,
That
sound like
was it.
sound like a BB gun or something.
Huh.
It's like gonna shoot something.
Patterns, when are you gonna drive up here and we can go pop some caps in targets legally, not humans.
I don't. We might have a American Sniper situation.
What does that fucking mean? I didn't watch that movie, and I'm pretty sure you didn't either.
We might have a Las Vegas shooter situation.
There we
might have
go.
a-
There we go.
No, we might have a Chris Kyle at the range.
What? What? Didn't he die in a bar fight?
No, he
but
got
at the
shot in the
range,
back of the
yeah.
head by a guy that he took out shooting.
Oh, I thought he died in a bar fight.
He took a PTSD'd vet.
Look, if you
Out
want
to the
to
range.
talk about fake shit, that didn't happen.
He
He got taken out by a dude who was paid to take him out. That's all I got to say.
well,
Will not
so-
elaborate on this.
He got in a wreck, drunk driving, and they just wanted to cover it up with something noble. They're like, yeah, he took a
Just like
PTSD.
Seth Rich.
Something.
What the fuck? You guys are slandering an American hero.
Look, bro. No, what? I'm saying he was too American. He was speaking the truth, and the CIA was like, no. Have him go shooting with a air quotes buddy.
What? Apparently, he was associated with a program that kind of got those types out into the range just to relax, like so they weren't cooped up in their houses all day. But he took out a bad egg because him and his friend were like they took him out, and Chris Kyle texted his friend that was right next to him in the car, saying this guy, like something about like this guy's off his rocker. Watch my six. And then they hit him with
Yeah,
the
because he knew. Like, this is the same thing as that one journalist, bro. Like, he knew he was gonna die. It's like that journalist who his car got controlled by the CIA to turn off the brakes and turn on the gas. Like, you know what I'm talking about? If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry, you're not red pilled enough. Look it up, bros.
sounds familiar, but I don't know. Depends what news source it comes from. If you say the blank space York News,
Michael Hastings, journalist, died in a car crash where his car accelerated.
wasn't he like involved in like a really big thing at the moment?
Yeah, he was like, I've got the biggest story about blah 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 blah. He was shitting on President Obama at the time, and then he mysteriously died in a single vehicle automobile crash in his Mercedes Benz at approximately 4:25 a.m. In some place in Los Angeles. A witness of the car crash said the car seemed to be traveling at maximum speed and was creating sparks and flames for fishtailed and crashed into a palm tree.
Damn. Ripperoni.
Damn, the engine flew 50 to 60 yards.
Oh, okay. So, wow. Okay. Zero chance of survival.
No, he died in the fire because the car blew up before it crashed.
So he wore a seatbelt. Good man.
Oh.
Have you guys seen the the post going around of I don't want to call him a Jew, but he's very yeah, he looks the part. He went like on a huge rant on Facebook in February, and he died this month of vaccine-related illnesses.
Yeah, when I die, it's vaccine-related illnesses too.
His heart exploded.
It made me
His
depressed,
heart.
and I shot myself twice in the back of the head.
Hey, that's a different guy.
I'm just saying.
Was that also a journalist that just happened to
That-
die
that
with
was
two
not-
bullets to the back of the head?
No, wasn't that the guy from Whitewater? Vince, whatever his name is.
Whitewater?
Oh no, that okay.
The
How
private
old are
military
you?
company?
No, that's Blackwater,
You
retard.
okay?
How old are you, Patterns?
23.
Okay, so Whitewater was the Clintons' big scandal. Uh, I forget exactly what happened, but it was involving real estate and like lawyers and shit. And there was one lawyer who killed himself like the day before he was supposed to like talk to the investigators. And he had the day before talked to his lawyer, and they wanted his notes and they couldn't get them. But that was the scandal that ended up uncovering that Clinton Bill, not Hillary, had fucked Monica Lewinsky. So that was the start of that whole scandal.
What do you guys think of the speaking of the Clintons? What do you guys think of the Seth Rich murder assassination?
I'm be honest, I don't give a shit. Like, I think the Clintons have killed people, but I don't really care. Like, whether they killed one additional person, who cares?
I mean, yeah, that one's a little like especially kind of sketchy, but I
Vince
get what you're saying.
Foster was who I was thinking about, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Vince Foster died from an apparently self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head.
Have you ever heard the who was that? It was like a black cop, and he was like investigating the Oklahoma City bombing, and
Bro, are you
he
gonna tell me there's a fucking conspiracy theory about OKC? Like, no.
yeah, like there's this
Like,
cop who's investigating it, and like he apparently quote unquote became depressed, and then like he shot himself twice in the back of the head in like his car outside of on the outskirts of town, like while investigating the situation.
mm,
It wouldn't surprise me that what the fuck he has like a really shitty dorky name, the Oklahoma City bomber. Uh fuck, I can't
it
remember.
wasn't Ted Kaczynski. It was Timothy McVeigh.
Yeah, dork. Uh it wouldn't surprise me if somebody like led him to that, because his life, if from what I remember, was very unremarkable. He was like a very bland, boring person that suddenly went extreme.
You saying he got MK Ultra and then heard his trigger word?
I don't think. No, I think he was just kind of like vaguely autistic, and somebody was like, to get you
That's
some
the
attention.
best type of people to indoctrinate with MK Ultra, bro.
Yeah, just
Vaguely
vaguely autistic
autistic.
with no friends.
Well, the only topic I had on hand was a rather happy topic compared to these. So,
Ooh, for sure, he definitely had a trigger word, because I think the Ruby Ridge incident did play a major part in him
no,
saying
that has
"fuck the
nothing.
system."
That has nothing to do with trigger words. He literally, if I remember right, he literally cited Ruby Ridge, saying,
Yeah,
their treatment of the family at Ruby Ridge and how they acted influenced that. But that has nothing to do with trigger words,
yeah.
bro.
No, I said uh no trigger word.
Oh, I thought
Uh,
you were saying he did have one. I was like,
no,
that's the opposite, idiot.
you're you're defending the ATF and their complete
Hey,
incompetence.
hey, can you read my Twitter my Twitter at? Thank you. maybe the Branch Davidians should have died, huh?
Whoa, what the fuck is your deal?
What, bro?
You
Like,
know those tapes are doctored, right?
don't rape children. And
Nobody was raped.
yeah, dude, the child consented.
They were scheduled for a to take all those guns they had on site to a gun auction.
Look, bro, I'm just saying, FPS Russia? Nobody got shot when they raided his house. Wonder why?
He was high off his ass.
Yeah. No, he wasn't. No, well, actually, he did have a lot of weed there.
Yes.
I was going to say, because he got it in the mail and they intercepted it, so he couldn't get high. But no.
No,
Love,
that guy
love
is
me some Kyle. You guys should listen to his podcast.
major stoner. I can only hear about fucking his 4 months in prison for so long.
No, he's done talking about that.
Russian girls are so good looking. What's
I
your
love me
favorite?
some Russian girls.
What's your favorite ethnicity?
Yeah,
Ooh,
I'm gonna skip this question.
I mean, as far as like attractive women, like
Look, bro, I'm trying to hit on Twitter girls right now. I'm not trying to get myself some hot water.
all right.
oh,
Well,
they
I like
won't hear
Russian women.
this.
I like Russian women. Nobody's ever gonna hear this. I like Russian women.
Look,
Like
man,
Russian.
let me have my jokes. All I'm saying is I'm gonna get those Kaiser milkers, but like negative milkers because they flat.
All right,
Oh,
all right. So
Patterns got it. Patterns
no,
got
those
it.
are very depressing.
Index says Israeli
Kill
girls.
yourself.
What is Index Israeli girls? What's pattern?
No, but sure, whatever. I'll take it.
Uh, for like, well, I have like phases, and my phase when
Patterns be like, I like white girls because they put me on the reservation. Now I
Like,
mean,
if you're gonna say white, you have to specify like what kind of
no,
white
yeah,
girl.
yeah. Okay, so my fucking the shit that I'm like in right now is like redheads with fat asses.
dude, fat ass is overrated. Like,
No, I'm
get,
talking
get
like,
a normal ass.
what are you even doing carrying that thing around? You got a permit for that?
Get help, son. Get help. You're like the dudes who are like, I want a triple G. It's like, bro, no. Like you watch too much porn. That's your issue. Like, stop. Those boobs is like literally she can't stand up without her back hurting. Like,
Those are
get help.
unwieldy.
Exactly. Like you want an ass that, like, if I was to take on a hike, like that's a one person trail. Everybody got to stand off to the side, get knocked off otherwise.
You'd be surprised how many videos there are of redheads with fat asses on a hike.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just saying, bro, no, you get better taste. Move on to your
That's
next fetish.
uh I think I'm coming up on the horizon of like what my next like shtick is gonna be. It's gonna be hold on, let me check my phone. Because I kinda like spotted it and I was like, is that it? Is that what I'm going
You're
for?
like, I'll save this for later. I feel it. I feel it coming on.
Yeah, I caught it in my jimmies. Uh muscle women.
Mm.
Not insanely like
No,
muscular.
you're not talking about like bodybuilders. You're just talking about fit women.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect that. That's a good one.
Mommy mommies is what we're
Love me
talking about.
some. No, no, bro. I'm sorry.
No. I mog.
Shut up,
I got a mog.
Shanks, dumbass. Like, I'm sorry. I've been like going back into lifting and shit like for a week or for a month. Sorry.
Oh, so
Like,
you see him.
no, I have weights at home. But I'm just
Pussy.
saying, like, you ain't getting domed by no women unless you let yourself to. Like,
It's called gentle femdom.
look, no, it's not what idiot. I'm just saying, women can't like even if they're muscly, like they're not going to be able to pick you up and be like, "Look, bitch, you're my bitch now," unless you let them.
Shanks, are you letting them bitch you out?
Yeah,
No,
what
no,
I'm hearing is Shanks wants to be emasculated.
no. I was just saying that's what that is. Like I don't want that. I'm just saying like that's a thing. Like I don't want anything to do with that though.
I don't want it. I just brought it up, and I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty cool,"
Dude,
but
That's what you
that's
guys were
just a
talking about it.
misunderstanding,
You
bro.
guys No, you guys were talking about it. That's why I brought it up. Like I don't want that.
Uh-huh. Look, I just want a tomboy GF. Okay,
Look.
chill out.
I'm a Sigma male alpha
I'm a
Chad.
shrigma male.
Uh, like I'm a trad Sigma Shrigma alpha. Um, I'm hardcore, man. Like it's nothing. Like I don't get dominated by women. I dominate women. I really
Dude,
I
now
I get
patterns. Would you say that Shank sounds unsure when he's saying that? Because I kind of I can kind of
Yeah.
feel it in his voice. Like he's not committed to the.
I impose my will on women, like whether they like it or not. I impose my
See,
will
now
on
he
them.
doubled down. He's like trying to sound sure, right? Like this.
If
I'm not sure if I'm buying it, bro.
I impose my will on them whether they like it or not. They're gonna get what's coming to them. I'm gonna do what I want because I'm in charge. You know what I mean? Like I'm taking over. I'm
I'm the
taking charge.
boss.
Like, I'm the boss. Yeah. Like they're gonna do what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like I don't
So
know.
Shanks,
I don't know.
tell me what's the average day for the boss?
I don't want to hear this fucking thing. I don't want to hear this.
I'm glad you got it.
Yes, it's a fucking song. It's a shitty song. I hate it.
Wait, does Shanks actually not know it?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay,
Like a
I'll send
boss.
it to you.
Oh,
Talk to
oh,
corporate
okay.
like a boss.
Yeah.
Approve memos.
If I had to make a statement on,
Look, can we get a all podcast listener group watch of Boss Baby 2?
I'd be down for that.
I'd much rather shoot myself.
Bro,
I'd watch
he's the
some Boss
baby
Baby.
and a boss, and there's another baby who's also a boss.
Yeah, it's Boss Baby too. He's an adult and he used some hormone therapy to turn himself back into a baby.
It's trans age.
Adrenochrome. They're normalizing the usage of adrenochrome.
Shanks, you didn't watch Kung Pao with us, did you?
I've seen
my
Kung
God.
Pao. I saw
was a-
Kung Pao like probably 15 years ago.
That stream was a fucking mess.
It was like 12
Wait,
years ago.
there's been multiple messy Kung Pao stream patterns. Nah, bro, I'm just saying that baby kicked ass at the beginning of the movie.
All right,
Yeah.
I think it's time to wrap this up soon. You guys are fucking.
Damn,
This
bro,
is
we didn't
goodness.
even get to my awful fucking topic that I had saved, which is probably good because it wouldn't fit, but whatever. I was
I'm
gonna
not-
say the new Battlefield looks mid.
What are you talking about? They ran at each other with. Have you seen the Portal trailer?
Yeah, that was exactly what I was going to bring up. Is fucking mid. Like, I'm sorry, bro. We both know that like 99% of the player base is going to be on the official servers, not these like community servers for Portal. And the Portal shit is going to be dumb meme shit like the knives versus what was it, defibrillators. Like that stuff is not going to be that fun. The whole like look at like, is it 3 or 4 that had Metro in it? Like all those fucking 24/7 Metro servers, no tickets, blah 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 blah. Blah. Like people are just gonna play the most basic, boring shit. It's like Dust 2 all over again, right? So I'm just saying, it's nice that they added it, but like that shit ain't gonna matter. Excuse me,
I
with anything.
think that shit. It might be like map pool wise. Like there's gonna be a fun pool, and I'm just trying to play my shoot a game pool.
Well, no, there's 2 totally different games. Is the thing is one is the official, in my understanding, is the official Battlefield 5. No, Battlefield 2042. That's what it is. The official like Battlefield 2042. You launch it on like I assume Battle Blog. I don't fucking.
No, the Portal had the 2042 tag under it too.
No. But I'm saying that whole Portal thing. It's okay. You ever launch a game on Steam and it's like, do you want to launch single player? Do you want to launch multiplayer?
It's never happened to me once.
Oh, I mean, like, there's a ton of games like that. Like I was playing Dust earlier, or Dusk, and it's like, do you want to play single player Dusk, or do you want to play Dusk World, the multiplayer? Or like Halo, you launch MCC. It's like, do you want to play MCC, or do you want to play, cheat mode, right? And I think it's going to be like that, where it's like, do you want to launch normal Battlefield, or do you want to launch Battlefield Meme Edition? And I just do not see it being more than like something a few people use, and there's going to be a lot of cool maps, but as long like look at how many cool maps are in CS:GO that no one plays on community servers because they're not the official maps, and like even during operations, those maps are like so much more dead than like Inferno, Mirage, Dust, Cache, whatever. So that's just my opinion, as I think it's I think it's cool, but it won't matter worth shit. And probably even a third of the player or 2/3 of the player base won't ever touch it. And of the 1/3 that does touch it, like maybe 1/5 or 1/6 ever like stick with it more than a couple games.
My opinion on it is I won't be able to run it, so I don't care.
Oh yeah, you still on your old graphics card?
Yeah, I'm still rocking this $600 bad boy.
So did you figure out what was wrong with it or what?
It now it crashes when I play Left 4 Dead, so it's definitely
That sucks, bro.
on the
I don't
end.
know.
So I just play balloons.
You should get The Last Spell. That's a pretty good game. I've been trying to get Cola to play it.
Depends how much RAM it takes.
It's a 2D game where you kill zombies in a turn-based map.
Didn't answer my question.
I don't fucking know. Like, look, bro. I'm just saying. Every day I go on Newegg. Not that I go on Newegg every day, but every day that I do go on Newegg, I look at that. I look at that other 64 gigs of RAM and be like, I really don't need 128 gigs of RAM. So I'm not the right person to ask. But let me check.
All right, we got to wrap this up. Probably got to cut out like the last like 10 minutes of this shit.
It needs 2 gigabytes of VRAM,
Oh god,
4 gigabytes memory.
that's a lot.
What?
It's a lot.
No, it isn't. What?
Sorry, I have my RAM.
Okay. Shut up. We're ending this. Good night, everybody. Shanks, where can people find you?
Yeah, drop your Twitter ads.
Low follower e-boy.
Okay, Patterns, how about you?
Unusual Patterns.
There you go. And you can find me at atf.gov. Do you have a name for this podcast yet?
No, and I doubt I will. I was thinking of like.
You have to come up with something. Like just say some bullshit, like whatever.
Look, I've been saying Patterns Cast, but I don't know if you want to stick with that.
I really don't like it. I would like to.
Okay, how about this? Unusual Podcast. There you go.
There you go. Yeah, that's good.
Don't worry, I'll come up with something really gay and cringe.
Okay, well, good luck with that. Thanks
unusual conversations. Ooh.
Thanks for listening, everyone who did. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Good night.
Sweet.
Good night.
See ya.
GG.